Welcome back to the Panama City Beach Major and the Pro Series #2 for the American Cornhole organization of the Lake Town Wharf Event Center. We are here on center court with the final match of the evening. The entire weekend has built to this. Who will take home the singles championship tonight? And you know, they say familiarity breeds contempt. I do not believe that to be the case. In this case, Philip Barnett, my partner here, the Mississippi Ninja. I am Philip Finn, here the mouthpiece and the loudmouth for the ACO. But Phil, I think here familiarity breeds contest is what it breeds. These guys know each other's games inside and out, and it's Kaleb Hurt who had to battle off his younger brother, Isaac Hurt, who is working on a third-place match against our king, Craig Irvin, Austin Cameron. They've both been invited to bring it. They exchanged taters. These guys both out of the SVC. It is time to get their game on.
That's right, and Austin's going to start out with a block, and I think he's going to try to throw a lot of blocks against Kaleb Hurt right here. But you're right, SVC, these guys play each other all the time, all the regionals. It's always a battle.
And
one roll.
This is going to be the battle. I mean, it's like I feel like General Patton put this together. There's going to be a ground assault and an air assault.
I mean,
you're going to roll those tanks and then you're going to airmail. It's insane. And this is the best right here. This frame right here could be outstanding.
Wow.
Outstanding.
That's all you can say is wow.
That's one of that. You know what? That is easily one of the best frames you've ever seen because they both did what they're best at over and over and over again. And at some point, we need to clip that out and show that as an instructional video to be sure. So they start out with a wash brought to you by nobody until I talk to Procter & Gamble. But these guys are going to continue to fight each other. It's a one-game final. Typically, we'll have a double-dip situation, but neither of these guys lost. They both come out of winner's brackets, so they are going to play to a one-game championship final right here on center court.
Oh, and what a push. He put that bag back in play. Let's see if Kaleb can move it. No, sir. And how about the first round, Finn? A block by Austin, a reblock by Kaleb. Austin rolls 3 bags, and Kaleb shoots 3 airmails.
3 airmails. That's as good as it gets as far as showing off what it is that is your specialty. And, you know, it looks like that third, fourth place game has already come and gone over there on the side court there between Craig Irvin, our king, and Isaac Hurt. So
maybe this played to 5.
We will wait to find out what the verdict is on there, unless somebody who happens to have Scoreholio handy can let us know what happened in the third and fourth place game. Anybody that would happen to know what happened over there, that'd be good, and we'll pass that along to you as well. But these guys are going to continue to battle it out right now.
Jeez, that bag.
2-0.
I'm sitting here looking straight on that board, and I can't figure out what the heck it's doing.
Our king, Craig Irvin, takes third place. Isaac Hurt, a monster weekend still, even though he didn't capture, anything beyond just the juniors championship. He takes fourth place, takes home that fourth place check. He's working on his collection of gators and so much more. Now that he's got his truck under his belt, these guys exchange taters and work their way down to collect their bags, and they will do so and adjust their statistics, and they will not have to adjust the score.
Another wash.
2-0 as Kaleb takes that first bag and rolls it left to right as he is wont to do. This looks more like a maybe just an SVC sort of game down in the hood where these guys are
maybe in a barn
against one another down in the holler. Who knows? You never know. But I'll tell you something, the cream continues to rise to the top of these giant majors, even with 250 some players.
SVC, man, has been ruling.
They really do. And we've seen some great names. We've seen Douglas Parker. We've seen Troy Amos, and we've seen or Tyler Amos. I'm sorry. We've seen Craig Irvin. We've seen so many others. The Wakings and
Jack Harcrow.
Jack Harcrow. So many names that have come up and risen up to that point where they just walk right into this corn ceiling, and ultimately on center court when it comes down to the guts of the situation, look at who we're looking at.
That's right.
Again.
SVC. And, you know, they got to be proud of their players in their organization,
Oh,
man. 'Cause
absolutely.
they just keep doing it.
Well, I'm looking at Tammy and Junior Williams across the way right now. Those we talked to Becky last night about how they've had to adjust their meal schedule because they're always here later than everybody else. I got to figure Tammy and Junior here as the supportive Mama Bear and Papa Bear of the SVC.
It'd be nice.
Same kind of thing.
It'd be nice if we could get Junior over here and maybe ask him a couple questions about that. What do you think, man?
He'd step away.
You think so?
He would be appreciative for the offer, but he would decline, I do believe. And there's a big pile of mess, as you like to say. And these guys just continue to battle out one another 2-2 as the tied up score. Again, this is just a one and done sort of championship game to find out who will be our singles winner here and our champion for the Panama City Beach Major at the Lake Town Wharf Events Center. It's been quite a weekend here. There has been thunder out on the streets and thunder inside this building.
This thunder
all
every time.
weekend long.
Every time Austin's bag hits the board, it's thunder.
Well, when his bag hits, it's like that thunder that comes with that crack of lightning, lightning bolt as well. Boy, and look at that. Just a nice 8-bagger right there. They exchange taters and mutual appreciation of the skill level it takes just to do that. And what's funny is you watch enough of these kind of frames and you start to lull yourself into a sense of how easy that is to do. That is not easy to do. I couldn't stand half the distance to the board and do that the way that they do it on such a consistent basis. Good time to also take a moment to thank our entire crew, everybody, the Box family. We've got April Clements, we've got Chris Clark, we've got the man behind the scenes, our man Oz, Eric Heinerman, LT working social media for us here. It has been a group effort. Nice roll bag there. The snowman Sean Priest on the setup.
Nice.
Oh, up and over, and there we go again. This is the skills challenge, up and over. Wow. That is just remarkable. Up and over.
Short.
When he tried, he came up a little shy. Did Kaleb on that airmail, but again, you take that first frame that they put together against one another. They're not even logging stats.
No.
They're just logging scores. They're just logging scores and not stats. Time to get it done. No.
And both of them are wearing.
So 3-2.
Hey, by the way, both of them are wearing number 1s on their jersey because they
know
tied for Player of the Season last year and had to have a playoff.
Had to have a playoff, and we do have to make a correction because earlier we were talking about the first Pro Series of the season in Charleston, and it was Kaleb who took the Pro Series championship. So now he's got 2 under his belt, and now he and brother Isaac are fighting for dominance in the Hurt household. That's 4-on-3 now. Kaleb over Austin, but boy, I tell you, a couple of singles championships under his belt for Isaac, which is great. He takes 4th tonight here just behind our king of cornhole, Craig Irvin.
Yeah, 2 for 2 for Kaleb Hurt. I mean, is he going for a clean sweep? Is he going to be able to make them all? That's the question.
No, we shall see. He's got a 4-3 lead over Austin Cameron right now. Austin, who has been throwing lights out today, and that's a nice backside airmail. He's going to run that up and over. He tried to.
That's a long roll right there.
That's
that
a long. Well, he's done it. He's almost 14. I got to be honest with you. I don't.
There it is. I'm sorry. Don't say nothing, Philip.
12 to 14 inches up and over again. And another airmail. And here comes that roll that upside. That front side comes in high, and then it hits and rolls up and over. And he did 12 to 14 inches. And he only got 1 of the 3 that he attempted there. So that's going to allow
4 points
Kaleb to jump out, put that 8 spot up on the board, 8-on-3. So Kaleb takes first bag, runs it center left.
And of course he's going to block. And what's Kaleb going to do again?
He's going to try to go up and over. And he puts one in, leaves one off the back. That's all right. He'll take that.
And I'll tell you what, Austin, from last night to tonight, his game has been totally different. I think it's almost a different set of bags.
Yeah, it's a different set of bags, and it's also a different mindset. He definitely something he saw in himself last night that he wanted to get past, and he got past it. He got past it today. He's had a great day today.
That's going to be 3.
All right, so that's going to be 8 on 8.
8 on 6.
Or 8 on 6. I'm sorry, 8
Your
on
math
6.
being tonight has been a little bit off.
Nah, it's not my math as much as it is my eyesight. Trying to eyeball that scoreboard, and the fact that I guess to your point, my math, I can't do it in my head. Honest to God, I would tell you though, if you ever get out on a court to play against me, you're going to win even if you lose.
I'm keeping score. I can tell you that.
Yeah, you keep score, you're going to win even if you lose. It's a pretty basic score system: 3 and 1 and none, and I still can't do it in my head. All right, that was a great bag by Austin. One out of play off the backside there from Kaleb, but he knows what he needs to do there. He's going to take it. Oh, he snuck it into center left. Now he's going to push through that one off the.
He nailed it up for the
sponsored
sponsored by.
Yep. Well,
there it is.
There it is. The wash brought to you by.
Yep.
Nobody yet.
But we're gonna work on that.
We're open to all comers right now.
I told you, Lee's Washette.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Exactly. All right. Austin takes that first bag.
And he is throwing that blocker consistently in the middle of the board.
He is, and that's a nice cleanup right there, especially since based on the way it sounds when Austin's bags hit the board, it sounds like they're full of concrete, so I'm not sure how he has the strength to push that concrete through. It is amazing the difference in the sound that his flat bag makes when it hits that board. Bang. It's a bang, and it runs.
Yeah.
It does run.
And now, one time they'll block and shoot. The next time, they'll just throw 8 bags in the hole as he opens it up for Kaleb to grab a couple.
For him to go left to right, center, and there it is.
And there it is.
And he leaves one laying there. Nicely done. So that's going to be a 9 on 6, 10 on 6. Grabs a couple. And that's tricky because these guys have such good control.
Yeah.
And they leave so much of the bag sometimes laying out there that you would think that, just accidentally somebody would make that just a little overcorrection and drag the other guy's bag in there. But so often they're able just to sneak one in.
Up and over right here. He's been going through the short blocks.
Yep.
He tried to go through it.
Stack it up there just a little bit. I am surprised he didn't shoot it, knowing that he's got it.
He's been wearing it out.
Yeah, and now he makes it more difficult for himself to shoot, but this is sometimes
that's a good bag.
You see him do it. Yeah, Austin should just push straight through this.
I don't know what his mindset is there.
You would have thought he would go slick side down and push, but
just give me just a little room, kid, just a little bit.
Is it possible? Is it possible that Kaleb says that was too easy? Give me a harder shot at it. Oh, boy.
And that airmail was big on Kaleb's part.
That was big.
Yeah, he picked up 3.
That was big, but it seems like when the airmail seems like the obvious play and there's so much more real estate to go after, he doesn't. He waits till it's more difficult to pull off.
Yeah, but they also make sure there's not a whole lot of risk involved in that one right there.
Yeah, I guess so. But I tell you, Austin has thrown that blocker consistently and given Kaleb the opportunity to figure out what he wants to do with it.
And see, he's throwing it. I thought the last frame he could have probably bullied Kaleb's bag out of play a little bit, and he chose to throw that sticky side again.
All right, just low and hard, and he comes up there and kind of cleans some stuff up. But right in the middle, it's
perfect block. Let's see what he can do with it.
He's going to force that up and over the top. And then
he picks up a point.
Drop down there. He grabs one. So 13 on 7 as we continue to work our way toward a singles championship again here at Panama City Beach. Thanks to our friends at IMF and B3 Cornhole for both being here with their bags in hand, and so many great bag makers involved with the ACO. But I think the Project 13's flying out of Kaleb's hand on the 721s, and then I think it's the BG Vikings.
Yeah.
Is that what you told me?
Yeah,
he's
BG
throwing
Vikings.
those Vikings is Austin. He wears his pro jersey, and
Kaleb wears a world championship.
World doubles championship from this past year in Branson, Missouri. And these guys are going to try to, I don't know, they're going to try to push and clean this up. I mean,
this is clean up right here.
There's been a whole lot going on top of the board that you don't expect to see with these two.
But Austin wants to kind of make it a little bit of a dirtier game.
Mm-hmm. He has thrown a bit of a minefield out there. Oh, right there, there's just enough room for
Picked up 2.
Kaleb to get in there, and he takes one with him, and he's going to grab a couple.
15.
We will have new hardware passed along here to our champion, our singles champion here at Panama City Beach. 5 years in a row here at Panama City Beach, and we love it here at the wharf. We've had a great time. It's been fun to be down here with the weekend for the Thunder Beach Rally, as a matter of fact. Shinedown playing just down the road from us, and I know one of your favorites, Blackberry Smoke, played last night.
Yeah, man. I wish I could have got down there.
Dirks Bentley, who referred to himself, I read that he referred to himself as the lead bartender in that group. And then the night before is Three Doors Down, and if I'm not mistaken, Brett Michaels from Poison. So what a great bike week. One of two that they have here in Panama City Beach each year. That one didn't perform left or right the way he had come to expect. But,
Look
nice
at that.
bag. That's
Man,
a great shot.
That's a professional shot right there, if I've ever seen
shot.
it.
And then to leave Caleb's bag hanging on the left side like that, that is something. 15 on 11. Now, if we had been back here in May, my boys from Jackal would have been here. They were here back in the May bike week. First part of that big weekend. Out there drinking the cinnamon whiskey, the Jesse James cinnamon whiskey. Good stuff.
Sometimes that block goes awry. You can't get it back.
Left that middle open for Caleb, but now he tries to block it off. But Caleb can go up and over if he wants. He's just going to try to roll it up. And look at that. He pinned those two bags there, so he's going to say, all right, well, you want to push those, you're going to have to push through mine too. It's going to come hard and heavy, and he tried to roll bag. Now, is there enough of that bag where you're sitting and you can see? Is there enough of that bag laying off to the side where he can't get it? Yeah, that's a good timeout right there by Caleb.
I tell you what. That bag right there was supposed to be a clean up everything, and it hit the bags and rolled over and almost went in. It was. I don't think.
Well, worst case, it would have just been a rollover. You're right, that block and roll. But he was firing that low and hard to try to get it to clean everything up. We might have left that one lower right hand to its own devices, but they're eyeballing things together. They stroll back shoulder to shoulder. They pick up their remaining weaponry. 2 in the hands of Caleb. 1 for Austin, whose head hangs just a little bit. It's almost as if he doesn't want to see what's next. He gets that bag to drop there with just a little bit of effort.
They both have 1 in the hole here.
Caleb's bag.
And he's going to take another time out. That's on Austin this time.
Interesting, because honestly, that bag that fell, he almost had to know that bag was going to fall.
And Isaac is laughing at him over there in the crowd in the cheap seats.
The Hampton Farms Peanut Gallery.
Perfect. Hey, by the way, the banner looks great, the Hampton Farms banner.
Oh, boy, and he missed that one.
Yeah.
He'd like to have that one back. Yeah, thanks to our friends at nice bag right there. Snuck center to left and snuck it in around 11 o'clock. Our friends from Hampton Farms, a big part of the tournament in the Pro Series, as they have been for the last handful of seasons. So if you're going to go nuts with Hampton Farms.
Correct.
For sure, that first bag in the hand of Caleb Hurt, up 16-11. Out of the lower seed, red lane. Our higher seed always runs out of the blue lane. Austin Cameron occupying that spot for now. These two's playing much more defensive game. Relying on, I think, each of their specialty shots to get them through.
Oh, that is a pile of mess.
So that drops 1.
Yeah, Austin's dropped, I believe. It looks like a darker bag.
All right, so they're going to take a look back at the scoreboard. Caleb takes a peek at his 16. All right, he's going to grip it. He's going to rip it, go low, and just stack it up on top. Now Austin's got a choice, and he just lays low.
Yep.
He's going to take those.
I heard somebody say the backside was open.
I
bet Caleb didn't know it.
Right. Well, it wasn't that open.
That came from the Hampton Farms Peanut Gallery over there.
Yeah, it wasn't that open, I'll tell you that much. A spin on the fingertip of Caleb Hurt as he offers that first bag back to Austin Cameron, who's going to go ahead and lay low left. Caleb says, all right, I'll take that.
I'll just go around
Get around you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Boy, and the defense that's being played is really striking here. All right, so that push left to right cleans up a little bit there, and then Austin decides he's going to play a little bit more defense. So no up and over there from Caleb. He's got that airmail, but he just lays one right up in front. Oh, there's an up and over. Oh, boy, and one off the back. But he drops one.
Caleb's going to try to go through these,
Come
Finn.
through all these and get them all.
Oh, and he cleaned it all up to grab 3 right there and put himself at 19.
Nicely done. A little pep in that step right there, too, coming off the line. That was very well done, and it was made possible by the fact that Austin knocked his bag in but dropped one off the back side.
That was a heck of a shot.
That was a really good shot. So now he's just going to go ahead and say, let's work the middle of this board and see what happens. And Austin says, well, I'm going to make you earn it. Step outside, see if you can get around me. And he set himself up to get around. Maybe not on that shot. Oh, wow. So he's up and over. He can clean that up.
I think Kaleb lays a block here.
Yeah, he does.
Yep.
Sure does.
Yep. He's got one down already. He only needs 2 points.
Yep, he knows. Oh, there it is. There it is. That's that bounce bag. That's not even the roll. Up and over. Oh, and he went for the air.
Did you see the flight of that bag? That was a little different than normal.
And a little bit more flutter.
Yeah.
There's another roll shot right there, and it just hung up just a little bit. Not able to knock that bag down low.
I think Kaleb grabbed 1 point right there to make it 20-13.
20 on 13.
I guess you gotta go. You gotta go sometime.
When you got a hard crow, you got a hard crow. He looked. He ran across when nobody was looking.
That's right. I didn't see him. Did you?
I don't know what you're talking about. Never saw a thing. All right. So Caleb's got one down under the wooden sunroof, and now they block one another, and that concrete block wall is being built right up front. There's plenty of real estate in the hole, but
slow motion. and
another one. Yeah, slow-mo. What a collection of shots we're seeing here tonight in this game here on center court. Yep. They drop their bags in unison and head down for a quick timeout to see what's going on. Look at Kaleb has become so orderly in his bags. Look at the way they're sitting underneath the board. They sat on top of each other.
They know each other well under there.
Yeah, hey, I remember you. Weren't you just in that dude's hand?
We've been down here a lot lately.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, how was your flight? It was fine. How was yours? Thank you. Oh, well, you know what? We hit the runway and rolled a little bit, but it was cool.
We're good.
It was cool.
A little bumpy.
Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, he's going to come in low and just stack him up. He missed a little bit to the left.
He only needs 1 point, so Austin's got to get this bag into the one in front there and stay on the board.
Oh,
and that's going to be
up and over, and that's going to do it. All right, we have ourselves a new singles champion here in Panama City Beach. I say new only because it is Panama City Beach, but he is not new to the championship trophy. Austin Cameron, nicely done. Kaleb Hurt takes the championship, and we have become very much accustomed to saying that. So he grabs his energy drink, and he is going to come over and spend a little bit of time with us. He gets a hug from his better half. Come on around here, man. You know the way. Hell, we should probably name this whole area after you guys. Hurt Alley. That's what we're going to call it. You know what? And nicely. Hang on 1 second. All right, brother. So let's talk about this. You were just here less than 20. Well, no, it was right about damn near 24 hours ago, talking about winning the Pro Series. And that's 2 Pro Series. Let's go back and trace this. That's 2 Pro Series. That's World Championship doubles with Isaac. That's championship doubles at the Field of Dreams. What else? What am I missing?
You
won
the
single,
Pro Invitational,
you won the Pro Invitational in
Ohio.
In Ohio, yeah. And then the singles.
Yeah.
Good God, man. have we done anything he hasn't won?
Worlds.
Oh, you got one jersey right
3
there.
3 majors this season. Who's done that? I don't remember who is it that did 3 majors. Oh yeah, brother Isaac. I'll tell you. Oh, I haven't forgotten him. You know me. I know him as well as anybody. But I got to be honest with you. We talk about this and what's next, and you are so nonchalant about it. We talk about this like earlier today in doubles, for instance. We'll talk about this. And we'll get into haunted house talk here in a minute. But we talked about the 4 of you out there in doubles, and it wasn't 2 teams of 2. It was 4 individuals. You all each had your own game, and I feel like sometimes when you all play together, if you want to go more aggressive, you lean into him, but if he wants a little steady, he leans into you.
Yeah.
And it seemed like this weekend slow and steady won the race.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
So when you play doubles and you can lean in on each other, that's kind of cool. When you play each other like you did over there to get to this point,
Yeah.
we talk about that all the time because that's like being out, at home
Yeah.
and playing. But what are you doing to get in each other's head here, knowing you got to face off against Austin, another game inside and out?
I don't know. It's hard. It's definitely hard to play like Isaac and Austin. I mean, it's not. It's like really not the. It isn't the same as what I would in my head is like I play anybody else just because I'm so used to playing them all the time. It's kind of like just like whatever.
You kind of know their game. You kind of know their game and exactly what they're going to try to do to you.
Yeah.
Well, I will tell you this: we are going to go back into the video in that first frame when you laid your bags in, and then it was. He rolls, you airmail. He rolls, you airmail. He rolls, you airmail. I mean, it was a clinic on what you guys do best. Just saying, well, all right, well, you do this, I'll do this. You do this, I'll do. I mean, it couldn't have you couldn't have scripted it any better. I couldn't have walked up there and made that happen with my hands.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. So, how much fun is it to know you've got that in your bag of tricks, even knowing he's got that in his bag?
It's fun when I'm hitting the airmails like that. But I was throwing good today, and I threw good all day.
Yeah, you had a good day, really good day.
I didn't throw very good in doubles, but me and Isaac kind of struggled with his bags a little when we got up here. The boards were a little bit stickier,
a little tackier.
Yeah, but.
Well,
I threw good in singles, though.
Yeah, you did. You both did, and I mean everybody needed to be where they were when they got there. But you also had one in the doubles that we were laughing because you were coming in. It looked like for a hard push, you missed it, but it was just a dart airmail. You remember that one?
Yeah.
It's like if that had gone off, it would have put a hole through that backdrop. But it was just a dart airmail, and you were even I think you were laughing about it. It's like, wow, that's not what I was trying to do, but I'll take it.
I know which one.
Yeah, because I came out there and talked to you about it.
Yeah, that's what my man Bob Ross calls a happy accident. That's good stuff. So let's talk a little bit now as we congratulate you again on taking the check, taking the trophy, and taking home another load of hardware back home. You get back home to a haunted house experience now that we heard a little bit about.
Oh, yeah.
So who are you in the haunted house?
I was Jason last week.
Is that right? Now, do you have is there a chainsaw involved in your future?
I do the chainsaw.
Coming up. All right, very good. Well, we talked to Gracie a little bit about this, and it's pretty cool. It's an old Apple warehouse.
Yeah, it's an old cold storage.
I love it.
Where I work at, yeah.
I love it. And so you guys do this on Saturdays through the weekends through October. All the money that's raised goes right back into the house. I know you used to do this in the house, and then it got too big. Is that how it was?
We used to do it at our house, like in the woods at our house. My dad would hang like plastic, and then it got. Once we all grew up, like he quit doing it, so then he kind of moved it up there now, and now it's just like a thing for the public.
Is this his baby?
This
is his love.
He's there like.
Oh, that's killer. Well, I looked at the Facebook page, and that's good stuff. And Gracie, I said to your sister, I said, so what's your part in all this? She goes, I just help anybody that needs help. None of this scares me. But I will tell you, I gave her one tip. I said, if you want to find the thing that scares me in these haunted houses when I go into them now, people jumping out at me doesn't scare me. But sometime if you listen closely when people are walking in and they say their name, as soon as somebody says somebody's name and you pass that through the house and they start using their name, that's when they start losing their grip right there. But I'll tell you what, nobody lost their grip today. You boys played great lights out cornhole all weekend long.
Thank you.
And you got another championship to show.
Hey, I got a question though. Hey, you're 2 for 2 on these pro series. Are you trying to go for a clean sweep?
I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it to them all, but I'm gonna try to win the ones I go to.
There you go.
All right, well, hang on.
I don't know if I win all of them, but I'll try.
I just talked to Frank here. If somebody wins all 10 Pro Series championships, they get $1 squillion. $1 squillion. That's a number I made up, so we'll figure out how much that is. But no, that was fun to watch. And Austin, nicely done, man. Well done, well played. We were talking about that first frame when y'all laid them low, and then you roll, he airmail, you roll. That was a clinic on how to play the game, and nobody does it better. SVC should be SVC proud. Adrian, nicely done.
Thank
I
you.
noticed that a lot of this had to do with you and cheering in the background. Hey, come on, man, you get this done. All right, Junior, congratulations. Becky, thank you so much. It's been a great major, and you guys always make it so much. Yeah, you get to see this all the time. We get to see it about once a month. It's good stuff. Kaleb Hurt, our singles champion, the Panama City Beach Major here at the Lake Town Wharf on behalf of Philip Barnett, the Mississippi Ninja. I am Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO. On behalf of our entire crew and Frank Gears, the Cornhole Dude, we thank you for watching and being a part of it, and we remind you to keep on pitching.